What is the absolute limit of human potential? How much pain can a person endure? How much can the human mind overcome? How far beyond what you think is possible can you actually go? Most of us will never find out, because most of us stop long before we reach our real limits. But one man made it his life mission to find those limits and then destroy them. Welcome to Book Essence, where we unlock the essence of every book so you get the wisdom without spending weeks reading. Today, we are breaking down one of the most brutally honest, most physically and mentally extreme memoirs ever written, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. David Goggins grew up in one of the most difficult childhoods you can imagine. His father was abusive. His family was poor. He struggled in school. He was overweight. He was directionless, afraid, and deeply unhappy. At a turning point in his early 20s, Goggins stood in front of his bathroom mirror and made himself face a truth most people spend their lives avoiding. He was not living up to what he was capable of, not even close. He calls this moment the accountability mirror, not a mirror that shows you what you want to see, a mirror that forces you to see exactly who you are, your excuses, your fears, your failures, your wasted potential, and decide what you're going to do about it. Goggins did not look away. He listed every goal he wanted to achieve on sticky notes and put them on the mirror. Every day he had to look at them. Every day, he had to be honest about whether he was moving toward them or making excuses to avoid them. This practice changed everything. He began running. He began training. He applied to become a Navy SEAL, one of the most physically and mentally demanding processes in the entire world. He was told repeatedly he could not do it. Too old, too heavy, too far behind. He did not listen. He showed up every single day, and he did the work. This is the single most powerful idea in the entire book, and it will permanently change how you think about your own limits. Goggins says that when your mind tells you that you are done, that you cannot take another step, cannot do another rep, cannot go another mile, you are actually only at 40% of your true capacity. 40%. Your mind gives up long before your body does. It sends pain signals, exhaustion signals, quit signals, not because you are actually finished, but because it is trying to protect you from the discomfort of pushing further. This is a survival mechanism, extraordinarily useful in genuinely dangerous situations. But in the context of growth, training, and achievement, it is the greatest obstacle you will ever face. The most powerful voice telling you to stop is living inside your own head. Goggins developed what he calls the cookie jar, a mental collection of every hard thing he had ever done, every obstacle he had ever overcome, every moment he pushed through when quitting felt inevitable. When he reached his perceived limit, when everything in him was screaming to stop, he reached into the cookie jar. He reminded himself of what he had already survived, and he kept going. You have your own cookie jar. You have already overcome things that once seemed impossible. Remember them, use them, because you are not done yet, not even close. Goggins introduces a concept that is as simple as it is uncomfortable: callousing the mind. A callus forms on your hands when you do hard physical work repeatedly. The skin that was once soft and sensitive becomes tough, thick, and resistant to damage. Goggins says the mind works exactly the same way. Every time you do something hard, something that frightens you, exhausts you, or pushes you beyond comfort, your mind gets slightly tougher, slightly more resistant to the next difficult thing, slightly more capable of enduring, persisting, and delivering under conditions that would have broken you before. This is not something that happens automatically. You have to deliberately seek out hard things. Goggins woke up at 4 in the morning to run, not because running at 4 in the morning is enjoyable, because doing hard things when you don't want to is exactly how you build a mind that cannot be broken. He says most people spend their lives doing only what is comfortable, safe, and predictable, and then they wonder why they feel weak, unfulfilled, and unable to handle the genuinely difficult moments life brings. The answer is simple and brutal. You cannot perform in a crisis at a level you have never trained for in practice. Seek out the hard things. Build your callus deliberately, because life will test you. And the question is not whether you will be tested. The question is whether you will be ready. Here's a concept from Goggins that is both competitive and deeply personal. He calls it taking souls. When Goggins was in SEAL training, one of the most punishing physical and mental environments human beings voluntarily enter, the instructors worked constantly to break the trainees, to make them quit, to make them doubt themselves, to make them feel small, weak, and inadequate. Goggins responded in a way that was completely unexpected. Every time an instructor tried to break him, he performed better. He smiled, he pushed harder, he refused to show pain. Not out of arrogance, but out of a decision that no external force would ever control his internal state. Taking souls means performing at your highest level precisely when someone is trying to make you fail. It means using opposition as fuel. It means turning every attempt to break you into energy that drives you further. This is not about defeating other people. It's about refusing to be defeated by circumstances, by pain, by pressure, or by the expectations of others who have decided in advance what you are capable of. The most powerful statement you can make is not with words. It is with performance, in the moments when performance is hardest. Goggins gives advice that goes against everything the comfort culture of modern life encourages. Become the most uncomfortable person in every room. Deliberately choose the harder path. Deliberately choose the earlier wake-up time. Deliberately choose the longer run, the heavier weight, the more difficult conversation, the scarier commitment. Not because suffering is the goal, but because the systematic avoidance of discomfort is the single greatest destroyer of human potential. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you send a message to yourself. The message is, I am not capable of more than this, and your mind believes the messages you send it repeatedly. Goggins says the transformation of your life does not happen in the comfortable moments. It happens in the moments when you choose to keep going after everything in you is begging to stop. Those moments, repeated consistently over time, build a version of yourself that is almost unrecognizable compared to the person who first began. Not because the circumstances became easier, because you became harder. The final lesson Goggins teaches is perhaps the most important of all. You are not your thoughts. The voice inside your head, the one that says you are tired, that you cannot do it, that it's not worth it, that other people are better than you, is not the truth. It's a habit, a deeply ingrained pattern of thinking that was built over years of accepting limitations that were never actually real. Goggins says you can change that voice, not by ignoring it, not by pretending it's not there, but by consistently taking actions that prove it wrong. Every time you do something your mind said you couldn't, you weaken that voice slightly. Every time you push past the 40% mark, you prove to yourself that the limit was an illusion. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you build evidence that you are someone who shows up. Over time, the evidence accumulates, and the person who looks back at you from the mirror is not the person who started. They're someone your former self would have found almost impossible to believe. Let's bring together the greatest lessons from Can't Hurt Me. 1. Stand in front of your accountability mirror. Face the truth about who you are and who you are not yet becoming. 2. You are only at 40% when you think you're done. Your real limit is far beyond where your mind tells you to stop. 3. Callous your mind deliberately. Seek out hard things. Build toughness through consistent discomfort. 4. Take souls. Use opposition as fuel. Perform hardest precisely when it matters most. 5. Choose discomfort over comfort deliberately and consistently. Every comfortable choice is a vote for a smaller version of yourself. 6. Master your mind. You are not your thoughts. You are your actions. Build the evidence, one hard day at a time. David Goggins ends with a challenge that has no comfortable answer. What are you willing to do with the one life you've been given? Not what are you hoping to do, not what you are planning to do someday. What are you willing to suffer for? What are you willing to show up for even when everything in you says no? That answer, lived out day after day, is the only thing that will ever tell you what you are truly made of. That's the essence of Can't Hurt Me, and that's what we do here at Book Essence. We take the world's most powerful books and unlock their wisdom, so you can start becoming the strongest version of yourself today. If this video fired you up, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this right now. Every week on Book Essence, a new book, a new lesson, a new chance to grow. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and keep unlocking your essence.